Howdy neighbors, David here. And today on Boondock Stallions, we're going to be taking a look at Pixar's new movie, Lightyear. Now, if you didn't already know, yes, Pixar is making a standalone Buzz Lightyear film that is going to be the origin story for what inspired the toys based on Buzz Lightyear in the Toy Story movies. So, before we get started, go ahead and give this video a like if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel so you can keep up with all the latest content. And I'm also starting up a new fitness channel because I've lost over 150 pounds and I'm losing a little bit more, and I wanted to do my own personal fitness vlog. So look up David Victorious and look for my beautiful smiling face and subscribe. Check it out if you want to. It launches on Christmas Eve. So let's dive right into this. Now, I don't know if anybody here is familiar with the Pixar Theory. If you're not, go ahead and check out some videos. I'll leave a card at the end of this one so you can click on it and go to the Carlin Brothers channel. And the Super Carlin Brothers aren't the ones that started the Pixar Theory, but they have the best take on the Pixar Theory. And just to sum it up right now, what the Pixar Theory is it's a theory that, like in the Avengers movies, all of the Pixar standalone movies are set in the same universe on Earth, just at different points in the timeline. You would start with The Good Dinosaur and then make your way to Brave and The Incredibles, Toy Story, Up, WALL-E, Cars, Monsters, Inc. They're all there in the timeline. Even Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, and Onward are all part of it. And like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to come up with anything to try to change it. I just want to add to the Pixar Theory as best I can. And if it doesn't, then I have just a really good bit of fan fiction here, and I really wanted to share it with you guys. So, 2022. Pixar has announced that year they will be releasing a Buzz Lightyear solo film, not starring Tim Allen, but instead casting Chris Evans, i.e. Captain America, in the titular role. Now, this has already divided a lot of the fans, but, I mean, Tim Allen has given his blessing. I fully believe in Chris Evans' ability to pull off this character, and it really fits into my theory that they're using another actor to voice Buzz Lightyear, and it's going to be set with real people, not with toys. So, having said that, right off the bat, let's just cancel out what this movie is most likely going to be. This movie is most likely going to be just an in-universe movie. Like, it would be the movie that Andy and all of his friends would have seen to know who Buzz Lightyear is and wanted the toys and the action figures and everything else that came based on that movie. But if we're going to delve into the Pixar Theory, then they've already got that movie in universe. You see, in 2000, they released Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. The early years or the beginning years, I forget exactly what the title is, but in that movie, the toys watch the Buzz Lightyear movie with the audience. It's a really fun experience for kids and, I mean, teenagers, whatever. But it was a really fun experience because it was like you were sitting there with Woody and Buzz and Potato Head and watching the story of Buzz Lightyear. So if we're going to use the Pixar Theory as our backboard, then that movie already exists. But what if Buzz Lightyear was an actual person whom that Buzz Lightyear of Star Command movie was based on, right? So, before we get started, let's backtrack a little bit. Are you familiar with G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra? Now, a lot of people didn't see this movie, and those of us that did hated it. We hated it because it was just a terrible G.I. Joe movie, but it was a great action movie nonetheless. It had all the elements of an action, adventure, special forces, army movie that you would want to see, but because it was attached to the Joes, and that's not really what the Joes were all about, it seemed a little inappropriate and bombed at the office, and then the second one bombed even harder. But I really enjoyed the first movie. You see, in the first one, Cobra Commander doesn't exist. We find out that Cobra Commander is the reveal at the very end of the movie. He was the Baroness's little brother, Rex, whom Duke thought died in war, and we all presumed dead for the whole movie. Everybody was really happy. It's like, hey, there's Joseph Gordon-Levitt. We love him. Dead. Dude, why would you bring in Joseph Gordon-Levitt to just kill him? And then at the end, you find out, he was the doctor who became Cobra Commander. That was awesome. That was a super awesome reveal. It's too bad nothing ever came of it. And then, so I wanted to apply that framework to the Lightyear movie. Now, let's assume that Buzz Lightyear is an actual person, and let's assume that his father, for sake of argument, let's call him Buzz Lightyear Sr. Now, let's say that Buzz Lightyear Sr. Dies in a war, doing something heroic for his country, and everybody believes him dead. Buzz grows up wanting to be like his father, joins Space Command, and I'm believing that Space Command in this movie would be something like what we've got going now with the Space Force Administration here in the U.S. And so the reason for the Space Force and these suits is because the supers, like the Incredibles, have all started to die out, and the government needs a way to protect the people. So, like in the G.I. Joe movie, they create these enhanced suits to build up these already these already above average soldiers, making them damn near invincible super soldiers. So let's apply that to Buzz Lightyear, all right? So then, where does Emperor Zurg come in? Well, Zurg wouldn't be an actual person. And if they're going to stick to canon and have Zurg be Buzz Lightyear's father, then Zurg would be a pseudonym like the Doctor or Cobra Commander or Darth Vader. It is a pseudonym for the identity that they have chosen to take on. Say Buzz Lightyear Sr. didn't actually die but was grievously wounded and is wearing these mechanical things like Darth Vader or Zurg himself just to play on the beats of how that would go. You find out that Zurg is a pseudonym and is actually Buzz Lightyear's father, the way we found out that Rex was Cobra Commander in the G.I. Joe movie. Now, the ending is always going to be awesome, because I think this ending is going to happen one way or another, because it would just be too awesome for Pixar to miss up. So the ending I'm going to steal from Captain America, because Chris Evans / Captain America is voicing Buzz Lightyear, and The Dark Knight Rises, in which at the end of the movie our hero is faced with either saving the masses or saving himself, and he always chooses the masses. Captain America self-sacrifices to save everybody from the Tesseract. Batman self-sacrifices. I mean, I know he did the autopilot thing and actually survived, but Batman allegedly self-sacrificed to save the citizens of Gotham. So, while Buzz Lightyear defeats Zurg, he's still in outer space, he's still in that ship on the space station, and it's rigged to blow because that's exactly what Zurg was trying to do, and so he's got to get the bombs that are heading towards Earth away from the Earth, and he just decides, I'm going to fly in the other direction and save everybody's life on the planet. Now, at this point, I'm going to assume that he has a girlfriend / love interest that is on the comms, like Agent Carter would have been, talking to him the entire time. And for sake of argument, let's say that she is a gorgeous, headstrong redhead that can take care of herself, like Jessie from the Toy Story series, so that you know that the toy and the human do have similar tastes in women, because consistency works. And so she's on the comms, and she says something to the effect of, "You can't do this, Buzz. You're in outer space. Where are you going to go?" And his final words before his comms break out are, "To infinity and beyond." Static. His girlfriend's crying, I'm crying, everybody in the theater's crying, you're crying, I've got chills. Are the hairs on the back of your neck standing up? I've got goosebumps. Anyways, that's my whole theory on how they could play the Lightyear movie out. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.